This is my corn snake. Trying to turn him around. This is my corn snake. His name is Corn Dog. He is a blizzard whiteout morph, which means he's all white with no checkers, nothing on the bottom of his belly. Normally a regular corn snake would have checkers on the belly, hence their nickname Cornsnake. But their species name is actually the red snake, and they're native to the US and in especially in the parts of the South, like Florida. And I actually picked them up from vmsherb.com. He is a breeder of corn snakes and different kinds of snakes. Very good breeder, very easy to work with, and he created this morph. Well, he bred this morph, and I was able to get him from Sean. He is about 2 years old, going 3 this year. He's still not fully grown. I don't power feed my snakes. Oh, he's going all the way around me. So let me put him back. I don't want to drop him. He's a little bit more shy than the other corn snake that I have, the female. Here you go. Corn snakes are one of the best starter pets to have, and for a very good reason. Corn Dog is housed in a 40-gallon breeder, so it's about 3 feet and 18 to 20 inches. And it has enough height in case he wants to climb, which he does. He climbs at night, usually trying to get out of the cage to look for food. They are really good at eating, so you'll never have issues feeding them, unlike the ball python. They'll eat all year round if you let them. They'll eat as much as you give them if you let them. So, as babies, you would feed them about every 3 to 4 days when they're babies, because they digest very quickly. Colubrids have very high metabolism. They're constantly on the go, very active snakes. So they're also that's why they like to eat a lot, and they also poop a lot. As they get older, like at his age, he would eat once a week. So don't overfeed your snake, because corn snakes like to eat so much, they have a tendency to get obese. So for his cage, it's very, very simple. A hide on the cool side, this is his cool side, and a hide on the warm side. There's a heat mat underneath attached to a thermostat. Always use a thermostat for all your heat sources. That includes my leopard gecko in my leopard gecko video. I forgot to mention that his heat source is also attached to a thermostat. So corn snakes prefer cooler temperature. I mean, you're going to see a lot of care sheets saying they need temperatures as high as 90-something degrees, but they don't. You'll never find them in such a hot heat source. They won't sit in it maybe for a few minutes and they'll get away. So about 85 degrees would be good enough. 88, the highest. So 85 to 88 on the warm side. The cold side, room temperature about 75 to 77 degrees is fine. They can even go a little bit lower than 75, really not preferred, but 75 is pretty good. They prefer lower humidity. They don't need high humidity, like 70% or so. About maybe 30 to 50, no higher than 50% humidity, and they'll do fine. They're very hardy snakes. Corn snakes can pretty much handle a lot of mistakes. You should try not to make those mistakes, but if you do, they bounce back. They're just like the leopard gecko. They're very hardy. They're very healthy. Generally, you shouldn't have any issues. They eat well. They breed well. If you want to breed snakes, corn snakes are easy to breed. You don't have to brumate them. I don't breed any of my snakes, so that's not an issue for me. But if you do want to breed them, this is good snake to start with. They make a lot of babies though, so you gotta make sure all your babies finds a home. You have to find a way to sell them. You have to find a way to rehome them. And to responsible keepers as well, not just to anybody. So in his cage, because snakes, some especially active snakes like colubrids, love to explore, I would add different things for him to climb on. Like this is a really good rock to use, putting pebbles and rocks where they fill different surfaces. He likes to hide under cardboard boxes. You don't have to spend a lot of money on decorating your tanks. Snakes don't care. It's all about what appeals to people. And as long as it works, they'll use it. So something nice to hide in, something cheap. You can get these cardboard boxes from pretty much anywhere. If you order cat food, dog food online or whatsoever, they come with the boxes and you just use them. Some decorative pieces, they sometimes use these logs. They'll hide in there or not. And then I like to add fake grass. You can get these at any hobby store. I got this at Michael's. It was like 70% off at the time. So they like to get on there and just have something different to crawl on if they want to. I give them an option. And of course, this substrate, I use cocoa fiber. Right now it's dry. Cocoa fiber, you can get them in bricks, which is very affordable, about $3 a brick or less. I would have not used this if I was housing my corn snake in a tub where it may raise the humidity too much. I am using a glass tank, an Exoterra 40-gallon breeder glass tank, which has a mash lid at the top, and that means the substrate will dry up very quickly, which is what I want. So humidity wouldn't be a problem for too long because it dries up so quickly. It wouldn't affect my corn snake. You can also use cocoa husk or aspen. You can also use aspen. Aspen's a good choice. Or nothing. Some people like to just go through the paper towel route. Whatever works for you. There are known limits as to how you want to decorate your snake's tank, especially for a snake this active. He's hiding. So that's pretty much it. Overall, corn snakes are great. They're great pets. He's a little bit shy. They're more active at night because that's feeding time. Right now it's still daytime. There are hundreds of morphs. Many of them are very affordable. You can even get a regular corn snake for about $20 to $25 from the breeder. Don't get them at the pet store, get them from the breeder so you can have a better price and you know who you're getting it from. I mean, some pet stores are really good, but most are not. So do your research, know what you want. These snakes don't get too big. They don't bite. I haven't had a corn snake that tried to bite me. When they were babies, yeah, they'll get hissy and whatnot, but they really, really don't want to bite. If anything, yeah, the corn snake is actually the most bred snake. Years ago, when the hobby just started, the corn snake was the model snake where everybody breed to the point where wild-caught specimens are pretty much unnecessary. Almost all of them in the pet industry are all captive bred corn snakes, meaning their parents and grandparents and generations before it have been hatched right here in somebody's house. They've never been outside before. So these corn snakes have been bred for really calm, good personality, good eating habits. They handle captivity life just fine. You don't want to release them out if you don't want them anymore, don't let them go. Especially some of these snakes come in so many different color morphs, they just don't belong out there. And you may introduce disease and bacteria and other problems to the wild if you let these go out in the wild. So you don't have any reason to let them go. If you ever find yourself not able to keep your corn snake, or any snake for that matter, you can always reach out to your local rescue, humane society, or even the local reptile store. A lot of them will take them back, or they take them in general and resell them to somebody else. I don't really want to bother him too much. So that's that.